Buenas tardes, good afternoon. Soy Nereida La Sirena. I'm Nereida La Sirena with Celestial Soul Wellness, and I am a health, wellness, life coach and nutritionist, certified in 4 different eating lifestyles, which includes keto, paleo, vegan, also in the Gerson caretaking, and also in the microbiotic. So there are different styles. What I've done is for healthy and also for juicing, by the way. What I've done is in my videos, I have really collected and applied different styles for different modifications of what's going on. If you have an adrenal body, or if you have more the the different body types, what is going to be required, and also understanding. I mentioned things that's going on, that certain things might cause a healing crisis, so you're going to feel certain things in your body, knowing that that is typical. Also too is as a health and life coach and nutritionist, really seeing that you can heal your body. Remember, I'm not talking badly about doctors. I'm just talking about facts and their limited things that they can do. They can just when we identify the symptoms and we deal with the symptoms, we are not really healing what caused the symptoms, and that is the important part. So remember, doctor comes from when we say doctor something up, it's really cutting something out and taking it out. And we think, okay, then we're going to eliminate. Well, if we really didn't need everything that we have, then we wouldn't have been born with it. I mean, we no longer have our little tailbone, right? And so certain things that we no longer. I know I have have friends that were born without even. Of course, everybody's born without wisdom teeth, but their wisdom teeth never came out. They had no wisdom teeth to come out, not even in the X-rays. So slowly, we are evolving and changing as a species. But knowing that everybody's body, ideally we would all be dealing with the same thing, but we're not, because everybody's body is going through different levels of rejuvenation or deterioration. So we're going to have different reactions, okay? And usually what things that they say DNA, or is genetic, is actually because we are eating or having a certain lifestyle that's exactly the same as other people in our family, which makes sense that we're going to have the same reaction then, because we're doing the same thing, so if I said, let's all bang our head for 100 times against this thing, we're all going to have a headache and go, oh, well, that headache is genetic. No, it's because we're doing the same thing to our body. Well, anyway, so some of these things, I share with you. I include astrology. I got my astrology videos. People like to say, oh, I don't believe in that. Well, usually it's people who are lacking in science who say that, because those of us who know about astrology know it is a science. It is chemistry and physics all put together, okay? And so understanding what energetic influences are going on in the around the universe, and how does it affect us? Of course it affects us, because we are like water. We are not like water. We are most of us are 70% water. Well, nowadays a lot of people are so dehydrated with all their lattes and and sugar drinks and sodium foods that they're eating. But anyway, the most of us are between 60 to 70% water. And just like the moon affects the tides and the asteroids and comets, so the planets affect us, and also the moon, okay? Remember, the word lunatic comes from the moon, because of the full moon and new moon, all right? The ideas of werewolf, how people change, and vampires, again, because of the changings of the moon. So I have videos regarding that and how it affects, so that way we are aware. Also, too, is do know that essentially if you are grounded, if you are high frequency and less dense, you are affected less. so that no matter what is going on, you are like that martial arts person and doing the matrix with the energy, that it doesn't matter if it's a full moon or if Mercury's in retrograde, or if Uranus is conjunct Mars, okay, opposing your own Mars. You're going to be able to be flexible and move, okay, like the branches in the storm, because essentially that is what part of life is. And understanding that we all have lessons, and again, those lessons to learn have been because we asked for those lessons, one reason or another. Our soul from one lifetime to another has said, we need to learn this or do this better. And then our karma is also agreements, contracts, either written, verbal, understood, that our soul has made with itself, maybe with someone else, unbeknownst to the other person, that they are going to do that because they felt that perhaps in the past life they needed to do that. And it's usually guilt, okay, driven. It's usually because they feel undeserving, unworthy. And so if you're wondering, what I do is the longest part. You need about at least 4 to 5 zucchinis per person, just in case you're wondering here. I know it's a little food break, okay, from commercial, from what I was talking about. So what I do is I spiral it. If you have children, put on a good movie while they're watching a movie or their cartoons and just have them spiral it while they're watching. It gets it done. Include your children in the cooking process. Don't do anything for them. Include them. When you're going to wash the clothes, tell them, hey, bring the clothes in. Okay, now you put the whites in there. All right, see how much of the soap we need? Good, now press this button. And by the time they're 10, they should be washing their own clothes and drying their own clothes. Especially drying is so easy. If not, if you are still washing your children's clothes and they're 10 years old, you got stuff to teach them. Okay, they should be able to be washing their own dishes, all right, except knives and glass. So give them, they don't need to be washing the glasses, all right. Just have them put it aside and no touching of the knives, and they could be washing their own dishes too by the age of 3, okay. Getting in there, holding. Kids like to feel productive, okay. And this way too, you are teaching them how to be independent, okay. So flatten this out and you put it in the freezer. Right over here. Let's make some room. Okay. Put it in the refrigerator upstairs. So anyway, going back, I make a big bunch, and I write. I know how many people can be made for that. That it serves is what I'm saying. I'm made, and then all I have to do is defrost it in the morning, and it defrosts really quickly in a matter of a few hours. And so by the time I'm ready to cook it, I got the noodles. I don't have to go and say, oh, now I got to prepare. The key in cooking from scratch is the preparation. Make more, okay, than you need, and freeze it, store it, okay? That is a very good key. Anyway, so we're going back with the necessities of how astrology interacts with energy and of health. So a lot of times we are going through different health crises for whatever reason. Now, as a life and wellness coach, I can tell you that all our illnesses, aches, pains are created by our emotions. Now I remember I worked with a football player and he kept saying, but Sirena, my knee, I landed wrong during this game. I mean, you could see it, it's there on YouTube. And I'd be like, I understand. But then how come that knee messed up and the other one didn't? Is because the way you landed, that knee was already weak. So it couldn't absorb as well. And it was weak because of the emotions that was connected with it. Okay? I I already got 2 meals made. Okay, but anyway, so I got yoga later on. I'm excited. I love teaching yoga on the beach. Okay, so back to this. So understanding how emotions create our illness and pains. They get collected into our cellular body. And different locations of our body collect different emotions. And usually it's the organs, okay? And a lot of people say, oh, but my shoulders ache. Well, usually they're full of shit. Because I say that because our large intestine meridian runs right here. Okay, along our shoulders. So every major knot you have is probably an obstruction you have in your large intestines. Just know that. Okay, oh, but my leg itches or my arm itches. You probably got, bladder, got acids going on through your bladder trying to come out, through your kidneys and adrenals. So there's different things. Oh, but the headache, I got this. Oh, well, this is all intestines right up here. Are all your intestines, okay? This is your gallbladder. Well, anyway, so it is all connected. Now, since we know that it's all connected, we need to heal that. Not everybody is ready to heal on an emotional basis. And really, it's so amazing. I was in the Navy for 8 years, and I witnessed more men ready to get shot, killed, but deal with some emotional thing regarding their spouse or their child, they'd run away. And it was just like, oh my gosh, what's going on? These guys, you would think, but for a lot of people, dealing with their emotions is so hard for them. They don't want to. And they'd rather die and thinking they're unfulfilled. Well, let me just tell you, whatever is not done in this lifetime, we have redo lives, kind of like, I don't want to use the word fail, but redoing the 4th grade or the 5th grade, okay? And so, I'm just checking because one's thick and one's thin, and they look kind of thin to me. I'm like, oh. See? Nice. Okay, so let me see if I could get more out of this one. No, it's not going to do it. All right, so I'm going to wash my hands here. So anyway, understanding and realizing that is very important. And so when we can really detox those emotions. Now, if we're going to blame, see, the thing is, the emotions, though, check this out, are from our perspectives, the way we think. So if we think a certain way, we are going to cause the emotions. Now remember, a lot of us think a certain way because we're taught that way from our environment, from our family, all right? And so it is really, what's really important when we say it's the parents' responsibility to keep the children safe, it's also keeping them safe from themselves. Because if they have such a negative way of thinking, if they're always thinking negatively, if they're always thinking, in fear, they're going to cause themselves, a lot of problems. And when you have those problems, then you cannot think productively, you cannot think positively, and you are imposing, which is impolite, which is rude, which is immature, those negative thoughts on other people and onto victims, your children then. And then it becomes this domino effect. You have societies, you see it on their body, the way they carry themselves, or the way their body structure is, that all have a certain perspective, and you could see it, and you're like, no, and it's like, oh yeah, look at that. And you're going, oh, but that's a thyroid issue. Well, that's how come 90% of those citizens have a thyroid issue, or how come that's a kidney issue. Well, 90% of the, citizens of that society have kidney issues. Okay, so when we come to realize that, we realize too. Now again, a lot of people perpetuate, they create their circumstances by what they focus on, They're like, oh, well, we cannot just ignore certain facts about life. No. But by putting fear and frequency and energy into it, then you are asking to be part of that script, of that play, of that movie. How come certain things don't happen to other people and they happen to others? Because they're constantly Those who it doesn't happen to have other focuses. They are not asking to be part of that script. Okay? And it's simple as that. Now the people who are less fearful are usually people who are more self-sufficient. And when I say self-sufficient, I mean they can take care of themselves. They know how to survive in the wilderness. They know how to cook for themselves, how to wash and do stuff by scratch. They're not reliant on the government, on society, on the judicial. They can think and they can handle certain circumstances. And then when also too is because they don't take things so personally. They realize that, well, there's certain phases, you know, just like certain grade levels, and there's certain understandings. Well, anyway, so what we do at Celestial Soul Wellness, we take all that combination together. And then so we heal on the cellular level, we heal on the physical level, on the perspective, emotional level, and we get a whole new us. And it's really wonderful, and we teach healing too, so you can share that positive energy. You could take our classes and get certified. And also too, we have classes on cooking, and you could just also, if you don't want to be a master in it all, and you just want to focus on one topic, that is fine also. It is all your choice here at Celestial Soul Wellness. But come and join us, take our classes, and just for fun, you should do our yoga classes on Wednesdays at Rosie's Dog Beach in the city of Long Beach. It's free. Donations are always welcome. You know, I'm still waiting for my concert tickets and a cruise. But anyway, and so Hawaiian Hula for girls in Southgate on Mondays, 4 o'clock, and in Linwood at 5 o'clock, okay? And adults, we do hula classes also by request, and I do teach hula at homes for ladies who like to get together or want to do a bachelor party and stuff like that. So give us a call. We are here for you. We are health coaches and life coaches that really hold you by the hand if you need it. And if not, we let you free. Also for those who are ready to run. Okay, and give us a call. You can find us at celestialsoulwellness.com, nereidalasirena.com, on Skype, Twitter, Instagram. What else do they have? Facebook Messenger. You can find us under Nereida La Sirena or Celestial Soul Wellness or Sirena's Wellbeing. Thank you for watching, and if you like any part of this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It really helps out. Chasita.